Hey everyone. So I just got the invite a couple days ago to try out Framer AI. And I have not given this a shot yet. So what I want to do is I'm just going to give it a shot like one time through, just test out some of the things they talk about. Like right here's the email, it's pretty simple, pretty cool. I always like their design style. But anyways, this is the website. Again, the website's really cool. Gets me really excited about this, right? So it's like, all right, let's get going. Let's get going. So maybe what should we do for a prompt? I haven't, this is so new. I just opened this up. I haven't even thought about what a good prompt would be. Um, yeah, a bike shop based in the mountains. We'll see what that does. All right. So starting our page. Interesting. It's working in the background. Already got this nice rounded typeface with a little dip in the D there. It's interesting. I like this. That's nice. So it seems like they've got okay. So pretty simple palette of like here's some different things you can choose from to make this. Oh, cool. So you have your prompt at the top. I wonder if you could make this that sells e-bikes. I wonder what that does. Let's see. Let's see what we get if we regenerate. Okay. Seems like it's not going to do it. Sells e-bikes. All right. Well, we'll just look at what we've got right now. So interesting. So, anyways, it starts with this like gigantic ride, then thrill seeker experience. Interesting. The date. I'm not really sure why that's there, but it's cool. A hero image. Odd that it's not somehow integrated with the title. But then you get like these automatic sections already broke out, like trails. You can, this is super cool. Like you could link to local trails, community groups, maybe some Facebook pages or something, or wherever people are meeting. Um, Shoot, this just popped up, mountainbikeshop.framer.ai. Obviously know that that's not a real domain, but it's really cool that it's trying to take your prompt and like break that down into something that's usable. Really cool. Quality, okay, so a little bit of emphasis on like what the brand does. One of the things I'm noticing though is that some of these images turned out rather like well placed. I'm interested to see, so 40, yeah. So it seems like all of the type sizes are, or not, sorry, all the margin and padding around these are similar. This is the only one that's broken. So I wonder if that's just like, ah, yeah, that's easy enough. All right. Well, if we wanted to worry about that, we could center that up and make it the same. Um, Really cool. Like already pulls in some interesting things, like how many miles of trails you have, some stats that you could easily just pre-fill with your own things. Man, this just takes some thinking out of the like kind of layout of the site, right? Welcome to Mountain Bike Shop is not good, but it's a good starter point. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is not too bad. And then a big space for an image here. Throw in your team members. I mean, honestly, I feel like for just a getting started website. Like I wouldn't say this is like professionally built or thought out or anything, especially this the hero section's a mess. But the rest of the site, this is not bad. I'm uh I'm pretty impressed about how this is going. But getting back to it, like, yeah, if you fix this, that's not too bad. And then you come down here, like this is just a nice way to just kind of frame up the business. Really cool. Some high level stats about the business. Especially like I like that it actually pulled in like how many trails are nearby. That's actually like pretty well on point for like what type of business would be doing this, like what they would be indexing on. That's really good. This is some great starter copy. Like, I mean, it's pretty lame. Like, let us introduce you to the fantastic world of mountain biking. But it's a great starting point, right? And then you've got the title at the top. So good. Little space for a hero, elevate your ride. Like, that could be really easy to fill in with a real picture. And then, yeah, you've got, who your technicians are, your trail guides. It's really cool. Some images of the business, like this would be great for like an Instagram feed or something. and then join their community. That's really cool. Um, yeah, even has spaces to like link up everything. Wow. Okay. And then what I think is really nice is like you can just come in here and hit shuffle on the theme. And then this is actually pretty cool. The dark color, I think that works pretty good, like pretty good overall. But you can start to see like, is it just because I have this one selected? Unsure, unsure. So I think you could shuffle the whole thing or just shuffle a section. All right, the yellow, that's a little yellow for me, but still cool. I like that you could do the typeface too. The chunkier one's good, especially for right at the top. Again, like this section, not loving the top. I don't think this is well executed for a hero, but like, thoughtful to keep this type of content here. That's good. Like this. Elevate your ride, that's fine. Who works there, that's fine. A little small, but like not a big deal. I am interested to see, you click on layers, like you come in here, there's other stuff going on. It almost looks like team is layered more than once, even though like it has pages within it. So that's kind of different. I don't know like how clean this will all be. Oh man, look at this. Okay, so then you could just hit the magic AI button and you could just cycle through tons of stuff. I wonder if you could do that for like, okay, so it just seems to be kind of the hero section or the whole section. It's not necessarily the content or anything. That's interesting. So yeah, I just wonder like, yeah, if you, okay, so it'll even do it for type that's already been entered. That's really interesting. So I bet you could do this with images too. Um, doesn't look like that's as straightforward as it was, but still the Unsplash integration is really nice. It looks like, yeah, you could still do the same with the background. That's really cool. I wish you could just like cycle quickly through heroes because that's actually cool. I like the ride. The background would be cooler if this were like the background. Not a difficult change, but man, for just like a starting point, that's really, really interesting. All right, let's do it one more time. Um, Framer.com. All right. A local ice cream shop based in Denver. I don't know. We'll try it. Local ice cream shop started in Denver, Colorado. Okay. Already. Denver's coolest ice cream is what it named it. So let's look at the mountain bike shops. That one's pretty lame. Denver's coolest ice cream is pretty good. I like the play too, the fact that it's like coolest. Um, that's kind of fun. A little nerdy, but fun. Well, ice cream at the top. No navigation. Two times now. I don't know what it takes to get navigation on this. Kind of interesting to see no nav. Not a big deal. Okay, that's fun. Throw in a little graphic. I wonder where that comes from. Because not really an emoji. Like it's almost like it's using some of the color palette. It kind of feels like it is. Interesting. So it's populating some testimonials. I like the low card approach. It even has this sense of like elevation too. It's got the darker background right and the lighter background on top right. That's really interesting that it's doing that. I will say there's some inconsistencies, right? Like the border radius here isn't great. Here isn't great. This is nice, but I would expect like full round buttons here, and it doesn't look like you can just shuffle that type of thing. Obviously, you could just come in and make the change that you wanted with the border radius down here. So you could set that to 100 or whatever and make it feel more similar to these. So that's not a big deal. Fun little, line breaks here. I like this. This is a little different. So I think like what I'm noticing about this, oh, this one gets a full footer. The mountain bike one, no footer. Well, okay. So apologies. It does have a footer. It's just not quite the same footer. Um, but man, to have like a whole page built out in just a matter of just a few minutes, like I've only been doing this for 10 minutes now and I'm going through it slowly, but to get a homepage with some personality put up is pretty interesting. All right, so let's see if we just added premium. what would happen. So it's going to regenerate the page. You'll see it, yep, popped up over here, premium. Wow, this is a very different background. Very different look too with the circles and things. This is actually pretty cool. I'm actually digging this hero treatment. Wow. Okay, so this is the first one with the navigation of the two. Okay, really interesting. So yeah, you're getting the scribbles, Denver's Frozen Paradise. It even gave it a name, a nav bar. This is a little interesting. It didn't quite get that layer right. That's okay. We could fix that. I'm noticing this will probably be a pattern where it kind of calls out some certain things. It'll be interesting to see how these types of pieces kind of come together with AI. Like there's a lot of repeats when you use like templates and themes from other websites. Think like WordPress sites have a lot of templated themes. They all have kind of very similar pieces. I wonder if this will be kind of the next evolution of that. These will just be like the building blocks. You can fill them in as needed. Hopefully, not to the point where every site starts to feel the same. But yeah, I mean, a great spot for your Instagram images, even a pricing table, so you better understand, what's here. It's still wrapping up, but that's really really nice. And what's really cool is it has tablet and um, mobile views already built in. Now, this is a little different. Different. How it responds to where it places these, how it responds to centering the text, even this. I'm gonna guess it made this tall. Yeah, it made it a lot bigger. Made it a lot bigger, and then spanned the full width here. Still didn't get that bottom radius right on the image for the crop, but that's okay. That's fixable. But like the way it even treated um, all of the different content styles and widths and stacking them, really interesting. The cards that has a little bit. That feels like it has a little bit to be desired. Maybe that's fine. Tablet's kind of that unique one, anyways. Oh yeah, and then I like these little like drops as the backgrounds. They're not super consistent with like the other cards on the page, but I mean, for a first pass, this is really good. Um, this is honestly really fun. Like you can just get this started, right? And then come in here, and I really like how you can choose like a title font. Scoop, that's cool. I like that. That's fun. And it's instant. It's just it blows my mind how quick this works. Really makes it feel like you can just come in here and just like really get this thing dialed in the way you want. And then coming back, I do like that it carries over to everything. So you can really easily just see how it will look on each size of site. Like that's fun. This feels like a real brand or a real quirky place already. Pretty cool. I'm not sure about this color for the background, but what's really nice is I like that you can refresh. So it's really nice. You can just jump in and just automatically change this. That's not better. That's definitely not better, in my opinion. This is kind of cool. The monochrome look, very cool. This is really nice too. I liked kind of the orange look in the background, and then the fact that you can shuffle within that individual color, really nice. And it's starting to treat these as different elements too with different colors. That is really nice. This is different, but still not bad. This is rough to read. I'll be real honest, but I am forcing it to shuffle within, so it probably found a pattern and is just like electing to switch all the colors. But since I hit regenerate, it did get this crop right on this one, so that's interesting. The hero, this is a good hero. I wouldn't say it's like the best the designer's ever done, but for literally like 3 to 4 minutes of work, I'm just thinking about this as like the superpower here is that you could just bust out concept after concept after concept. And if you had like a way to control the content that was on the page, or maybe so again, this is like first time using it. I bet you could drag this off. Okay. So when it's outside of the row, so I wonder how the regenerate content. Okay. So you have to regenerate individual content. But it would be nice to be able to do something a little bit more expansive so that you could drag and drop, like give you the superpower of dropping a piece in. Um, for those that haven't, I'm assuming everybody watching has used Framer before, but if you wanted to like pull in something different and use the insert panel, so you could start with, okay. Anyways, that's just a distraction. I'm trying not to do that. But you could come in and drop in a section. And if it does do it, never mind. Okay. So yeah, cascading across really nice. So then you could come in and treat this with AI. It's not doing it. So it might be waiting on something else to finish. I know I did have it rewriting that at the top. Again, fascinating that you could have it writing for you. So yeah, so it's just taking what's already there. So it's not absorbing the context of the page. So that's a little bit different, but if you could get it to generate like ice cream, if it carried through that context and it could generate ice cream images and put in here and for a new section, that would be really cool. But man, for the superpower here, just being able to just crank on this for just a few minutes and come up with different concepts, really, really powerful. Especially because you can come in here and refine, that premium local ice cream experience. I even spelled it wrong. Um, I wonder if you change the city, what that would do. Like if it's going to give you a different feel. I guess it would probably not care. Okay. I did another one of these as an accident, and it had a very similar hero. So I imagine what's going to happen is we're going to start to see a lot of things coming back through, but this one's different. The shapes plus the different ice cream, stats, that's really different. So it seems like there might be some opportunities here for, some unique explorations. Like this is all kind of cool, especially with the two shapes on here. That's really nice. And then it even generates a story for somebody. That's cool. I gotta admit, that's pretty cool. Doing the full story, doing the full scoop, all that, that's really nice. What's going to be difficult is the fact that you can't go back. So, like, let's say I like that Scoops hero first. If I didn't drag the whole component off, so within the layer, if I had drug the hero itself out, then I could come in and treat the hero, save the hero for a future iteration. So it's not super clear to me how the AI interacts with that right now. Like it might not do a great job. It also looks like in order to use AI, you have to be on the frame itself, which is okay. That's all stuff over time. I'm sure will change. It is interesting too. Like if you make a choice here, that choice. Oh, okay. Well, this did not respond like it had before. Okay, so starting to hit the limits here, but I think if you were just coming in and you were like, hey, let's just crank out like 10 concepts for a customer for a new homepage, this would be really powerful because it would give you a very divergent set of pieces and even layouts and parts. The problem though is that I don't know, maybe if I created a different prompt, actually that's what I'll do. I'll do another video where I give it a full brief. It I don't know. Actually, maybe I can't do that because it looks like for the regenerate, I don't have a lot of space here. Yeah, so for a brief, I can't go very long. So I couldn't say like section one, talk about this, section two, talk about this, section three, talk about this. It doesn't look like at this point it has the ability to really capture that much content. That's okay because we could still expand it. So I'll do another experiment where I try to be a little bit more specific about what content to include on the page, but make it so that it fits within that kind of text box, and we'll see how that goes. So be on the lookout for the next video. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more like kind of design based content like this. This is purely like experimental for me right now, just trying it out. But so far, my older video had done pretty well, so I'm really getting interested in this AI space. So if you're interested in it too, please give me a like and subscribe so that way you can be notified next time I release a video. If this one does well, that might be sooner than the last time I did it. Anyways, peace.